Ever since the Hytale team mentioned that they will stop doing monthly blog posts for the time being, they have been much more active on Twitter recently and started a small series of weekly posts on the Hytale Twitter page. These small bits of information are called Postcards from ORBIS, and so far we have gotten 4 of them. So today, everybody, I'm going to be taking a look at all these postcards and hopefully explaining everything that you guys may have missed. And if you want to see more Hytale content like this, please consider smashing that subscribe button, as I post, about 1 to 2 Hytale videos a week. And honestly, my goal is to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully that can happen. That'll be awesome. With all that being said, everybody, my name is CanadianFlash, and welcome back to another Hytale video. Hey everybody, what is going on? CanadianFlash here, guys, and today, everybody, we're going to be taking a look at the Hytale's postcard from ORBIS things that they've been putting out on their Twitter recently. As I said in the intro, the Hytale team has kind of stopped doing their monthly blog posts just for a bit. We did get one this month, actually, but it was just a fan art showcase. It was nothing new, just a bunch of fan art. But recently, they've been putting out a bunch of cool screenshots in this short little video that they kind of give a little bit of some kind of lore and some kind of information around, which is pretty cool, and I really like them. So I think this series is a keeper in my opinion. Some people don't like it. They think the team should be releasing more, considering we're getting a little closer to the release. But honestly, I'm okay with it. Whatever we get for Hytale, I like. So literally the first thing we get is, the first thing that we got is some sort of fire effect or campfire in just the middle of Zone 1, probably. If this is not Zone 1, then you guys can unsubscribe. But honestly, it's the middle of Zone 1. It's a campfire. It looks really cool. There's not really too much to point out in this quick video. It's just a campfire. I'll raise the volume of the sounds so you guys can hear all the sounds and all that. It gets a little bit louder in the video, so I don't know if you're beside water or it's just the wind effect, but it kind of sounds like a mix of water and wind, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's both. And then there's also the keen eye viewers who have seen this. I also saw this when it came up, but I wasn't too sure what it was. I couldn't get the video in high definition because my Wi-Fi was pretty bad, but a lot of other people have said that there is a chicken in the background. I noticed a chicken, and then there's a little drop that happens. I thought maybe he died or something, but a lot of people said that it's just an egg from the chicken, and honestly, now that I see that, it is an egg from the chicken, and the chicken lays an egg, which is pretty cool. Other than that, you just get some cool little fire effect, and you see the little bushes moving around. That's all we know from this one. Now we're getting the rest of these images, or the rest of these the postcards are all images, so I'm going to take a look at all of them right now. And the second one we get is in what looks to be probably a Zone 1 cave, considering there's a Zone 1 earth crystal around there. And this one is also really cool. I love the look of the armor and the sword that player's having. That sword looks pretty late game in my opinion, honestly. I really like it. He's wearing what looks to be copper armor as his little helmet, and he has what I assume to be iron, an iron chest plate, maybe even iron gauntlets, which are hand gloves or whatever. So this is probably considered pretty early game, and maybe that weapon is a little bit later. He probably found it in some chest or something, and he's about to fight a couple skeletons, which is really cool. If you zoom in, the skeleton the skeleton running to him has some sort of mace, and the other skeleton actually has a shield, which I think is really awesome. You get to see the earth crystal on the back. You can see a lot of bones on the bottom. If you look at the top, looks to be more skeleton, dead bones. I don't know how they get up there, but it's really cool. Also, if you go all the way to the left, I'm not sure if that's some sort of book, a little blue thing hanging over there. I'm not really too sure. And then there's also some cobwebs, and you get to see a cool little candle on the back. Other than that, I love the green tint of this video, of this image, because of the crystal, and then it moves to another more cavey feel with this the candlelight. Once again, another really good video, and Hytale's really outdone themselves for this one. And then for the next image, we have what looks to be Zone 2, and if it's not, once again, you guys can unsubscribe if this is somehow not Zone 2. Not too much is said about this so far. It's just a guy walking in what looks to be a sandstorm, considering we have the little sandstorm effect around. He has a really cool weapon, honestly. The little wings on the weapon kind of look like the little wings off the guy's weapon in the second clip that I showed you. I'm not too sure if they're from the same brand of weapons or same material. Not really too sure. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case though. In the background, you can see a couple prefabs, not really too much, and then you can see this guy just walking out of his prefab or building. I'm not too sure if he built it or he just took it over himself, but it kind of looks like he's exploring, so I definitely think that he just took it over himself. Also, look at this. You guys can see some sort of like vines and even a bush that's grown on to this prefab, which is really cool. You don't really see that in many video games. Like, it's just a bush growing out of like the brick or something. And now we're going to move on to the last image, and obviously, once again, Hytale loves to give us some mosshorn images. Yay, mosshorns, hooray, amazing. And this looks to be in that whatever Zone 1, Zone 3, 2, whatever swamp thing, wherever the mosshorn is. You can see some of the dead trees on the top like we did see in the blog post earlier. And then we also have those like red, fiery, glowing plants, pointing out the obvious here. And then there's also the mosshorn. Probably should have mentioned that earlier. It's a mosshorn. He's pretty ugly. I think did they change a little bit of his eyes? I'm not really too sure. His eyes look a little different to me. But I think he's pretty cool. He's a mosshorn. Not everybody's favorite creature. Not mine, definitely. I know Ethan hates him. A lot of people do like the mosshorn for some reason, but I'm not really too sure why. Also, in the back, there is some kind of weird-looking just block trees. Not really too sure why they're block bush trees, but they're block bush trees. So, taking a look at Minecraft right there. That's pretty cool. Other than that, there's not really too much else to say. It's just a mosshorn in his ugly natural habitat looking like an absolute disgrace to humanity. And that's all I have to say. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. These videos are not supposed to be long. They're just a quick recap of everything that we've gotten so far from the postcards from Orbis. So if you did enjoy and want to see more about this next month when we get the next 4 postcards from Orbis, let me know in the comment section down below. And with all that being said, guys, my name is CanadianFlash. I hope you all enjoy the video and have a great day.